Hello and welcome our viewers to a new episode of your show Around Kuwait, where we shed the light in the most recent topics and focusing on the recent trending occasions. Of course, I'm your host Abdulatif Lanizi, and today I'm joined with my co-host Sarah. Good evening, Sarah.
Good evening, Abdul Latif, and good evening, dear viewers. Today we'll be sharing different stories and topics, and especially inspiring topics. But first, let's move with our first topic. What do you have for today, Abdul Latif?
We actually, as the first topic, is one of the most necessary and one of the most important topics, which it is lovely, which is Be Safe with Timmy, and a special event that been made to raise the awareness for the kids and for the families, for the kids also, how to deal with fire in the case of, God forbid, there was an incident, a fire, something happened, an accident. And of course, for the second topic for today, we have also something really remarkable.
Yeah, especially when we're talking about awareness, let's say, we're talking more about volunteering, make the beaches more cleaner places, where I think everyone should be involved and volunteering and, let's say, cleaning the beaches. What about the third topic?
Yes, especially at winter, we have more and more
Yes.
occasions about that, which is cleanup initiatives. For the third topic for today, we have actually something also remarkable: people with disabilities getting achievements from the National Guard Officers Club. Something lovely to talk about. We are so excited to start for the first topic. But as first, we have this report, and we will start after this report. So for your viewers, stay tuned.
As part of individuals' roles in community awareness, an entertaining show for children was held to educate them about the crucial role of firefighters, the dangers of fires, and the community's part in prevention and safety. The event included an informative presentation designed specifically for children. This approach was chosen because it's the easiest way to communicate essential information to them.
We were teaching them how to be careful and how to the dial 112 to speak to the fire station and to reach them whenever there is a fire, or to speak to an adult. We are also teaching them good methods and good learning ethics.
Teaching children about the critical work of firefighters and fire safety is paramount. This entertaining show was a creative way to capture their attention and impart important knowledge. The idea behind this educational presentation was to make learning about fire safety accessible and enjoyable for children. It's a vital aspect of community awareness and the safety of our future generations.
Firefighting Day is very important for children to learn what to do if they got burned, if they are going through a place where it's on fire. They have to know exactly what to do.
In conclusion, educating children about the role of firefighters and fire safety is a fundamental part of community awareness. This entertaining show served as an effective and engaging way to reach young minds and instill knowledge that can help keep them safe in the future.
Welcome back, dear viewers, to Around Kuwait. Well, we start our first topic. We'll be talking more about Abdul Latif, the organized. Let's talk about more teaching children about firefighters and fire safety. How important is that to teach, let's say, children about that and to educate them?
It's actually really important, especially when we talk about the upcoming events. It's the camping season. It's actually the fire season, where everyone going to lit some fire, maybe for barbecue and to have their events. You know, in winter, it is actually something lovely to do, especially around midnight and also afternoon. So with these upcoming events, unfortunately, as the past few years, we've been hearing a lot with the fire incidents in other camps, here in Kuwait, and also in houses. Many of the fire incidents. We actually talked to many of firefighters, which is the most high rate of season with fires accidents. They say it actually comes with winter.
Yes.
And most of it happens while the family don't know anything around them.
Yeah,
They
true.
were actually not aware, so the kids will usually be aware. So these types of events, Be Safe with Timmy,
Yeah.
it's a show that's been happening for the kids, try to raise the awareness, but in a game show, like
Yeah.
in a game vibe.
And I think it's better, especially when we're talking about educating kids, so it's better to make it in an entertaining way to learn more and to be more educated. And especially the goal of the whole concept of that is to let them understand how important it is to be aware and have the safety of, let's talk more about the fire.
Yes.
Because as you know, I think kids might see, especially I'm sure when you were a kid or anyone, when we see fire, like we want to go play around, we want to touch the fire. I'm sure we all had this kind of experience. So I think it's really important to teach and educate kids in an entertaining way, let's say.
Yes, exactly. And also, since a lot of kids, when there's a fire accident, like the whole house is about to burn out, but at the early stages, you have to do the right thing.
Yeah.
You have to deal with the right situation, especially when it's on a camp or like
Yes.
on the house. We need to teach the kids how to turn off the fire, like with multiple situations, how to call the family, how to call the fire station to come and help. So with these with these specific events actually designed for the children to make it easier for them to how to absorb the knowledge. So as everyone knows, kids at these days, when you try to give them the knowledge as the usual technique, they actually won't take it because they got bored of it. Like they have it on school, they have it in multiple places. So they try as possible as they can to give them, but in a twisted kind of way, like twist a little bit into fun, into more fun, entertaining. So the kids will have it with more, more observing dynamic.
Yeah, true. And especially when we're talking about fire safety is really important. Children need to know how to protect themselves. I remember back then when I was at school, we used to do, let's say, some experiments talking about fire or chemical. They used to teach us, like, for example, to see what in which kind of experiment, let's talk about results and experience.
Yes.
We would be so excited having the science, let's say, lesson, doing different experiments. So I think it's really nice and interesting. So people would learn to be in a safe zone, let's say, even though, because sometimes children might be alone, whether it was at home or anywhere else. At least they would have some knowledge and safety what to do if they were alone and having, let's say, a fire on.
Yes, exactly, because most of the time they be actually alone.
Yeah.
And they need to know how to protect themselves and how to protect the house, and actually sometimes it be really dangerous for the whole area around their house. So it is a high damage. But the good thing with this event, the show, the Be Safe with Timmy, is actually already has a cool name. Is to let them know how to deal with it in a good way. But as you mentioned something in a school lessons, the most fun part was when it's become experimental.
Yeah.
Like we go to the lab and they will show us if there was like a burning oil, how to deal with it. If you put some water on it, there going to be a flame out of it. So they show us how to turn it off by taking the lid, slide the lid from the top of the oil to make it out of air, so without out of fire. It was actually something fun. This is how we loved it at first.
Yeah, true.
And with that they took the experiment on the kids, like how to let them take the information, observe it with fun.
Yeah.
There was like games on the event. I've seen a couple of videos about, there was like games and shows and Q&A, questions and answers with the kids, like what to do, how to turn on the fire extinguisher, the small one, the mini one, and how to let the kids try to do it on the fire. It was actually something remarkable. And the most fun part is the kids were actually happy.
Yeah.
It is fun.
Because I think we're talking more about entertaining and learning at the same time. And I think the only way to make the kids or children learn and to be more educated in an entertainment way, whether they're playing around or having, let's say, more knowledge in this kind of way. If you have, let's say, a kid and you're just like putting your kid next to you and teaching, whether giving a lecture or a lesson, he wouldn't even, or she wouldn't even be entertained and
Yes.
listening to what you're saying, basically.
Yes, they wouldn't take it. I mean, come on, Sarah. How the kid would take it if I bring the kid in front of me and I say, okay, listen, now you need to know how to deal with this thing, by this thing, and there are some like procedures. The kid, like from the second or the third second, he will stop listening.
Yeah.
Because he'll be thinking like, okay, I want to go to play, but I don't want to say that to my dad, and then he'll be angry.
Yeah.
So there are procedures with that, and I need to say something. I'm sorry about that. I need to say it. Not only kids observe the knowledge more and more with entertaining. I mean, even us. If I give you a lecture, sometimes it will be boring, especially with the field that you are not interested in.
True.
But if I bring it like with games or with like contests, you will take the knowledge even more.
Yeah.
So especially that we have now, knowing that the kids most of their time on technology.
Yeah.
You know that there are games to let them know and to how to deal with kind of situations, like if there were like the first aid situations and also some basic fire situations, how to deal with it. So it is kind of fun to let them know how to deal with it, but you need to know, but even us, we kind of need, so if these types of games and contests on educational theme.
Yeah. And especially when we're talking about Abdulatif kids and children, back then I think in school days they used to take us, let's say, a school trip, visiting, let's say, the fire station, looking around, knowing more. I think this is also another way in order, let's say, learning about fire and safety, and at the same time you might give passion to the kid itself, let's say, for example, for a firefighter. One day he might, let's say, be having this kind of passion and would love to, let's say, be a firefighter one day.
Yes, exactly. Actually, I remember when I was at the elementary school, they actually brought the fire station. They brought the big machines. They brought everything to the kids, and there was like the fire station firefighting truck outside, and they took it to the outside. They let us show. We've seen something cool. The first thing to me, before that, I was planning to be an engineer, electrical engineer, to deal more with technology. I was so into technology, but when I saw that event coming to my school, I said to myself, okay, new plan, I'm gonna be a firefighter, because it is something remarkable. And all of them, they were like standing there. You know, Abdulatif, the officer, he said to me, you know, I saved like around 16 houses in 3 months. I said, cool, you're like a superhero, because, and you know, at the time, I was so into superhero comics.
Yes.
When I was a kid. So, because there wasn't social media, I mean, we were kids before it comes. So it was something remarkable to know about. I mean, these types of events, this is what we need.
Yeah, and especially when you, as Havia mentioned, when we were back then children are, let's say, they are the future. They need to learn more.
The next generation.
Yes, true. And let's talk more about being safe and safety, because when, let's say, when you're playing with fire, it's fire.
It's
you
fire.
Cannot play with fire.
I mean, they're gonna hurt themselves before they hurt anyone else. So we need to do that. But if there are a lot of people who are watching, we need to tell them that try to not let your kids alone, and try to improve the house against any types of fire situation. And if you want to let some fire to do some barbecue, if you want to do something, try to make it in an outer place.
Yes.
In an outdoor area, not indoor area, because the oxygen, the carbon that we live from the fire is actually harming. So try to do it in an outdoor place, even on the tents. Please don't let the fire inside the tent. Try to let it out the tents, because with this it'll be safer. Also, the weather will be colder, so with heat it's going to be something better.
Yeah, and I think to sum up what we have mentioned and we have talked about, it's the better way to educate your kids about fire safety. So when they grow up, or let's say throughout their age, what they're being through, or let's say if they saw a fire one day, they would know what steps or what kind of things they have to do and to take care, and to also at the same time engaging the children, all of them together.
Yeah, yeah. And there is actually a protocol that they can do. It will help them a lot. If we can, all the parents, if they can do, let's say, a practice protocol, like a firefighting protocol. Yeah. Maybe they do some training outside the house. Fire happening. Okay, let the kids go and deal and know how to deal with it. This is actually like a drill.
Yeah.
You know, like a firefighting drill. It's actually something useful. So with that, we finished our first topic. So we will go to the second topic, but of course we have this report. So for your viewers, stay tuned and we will continue after this report.
The municipality of Kuwait recently organized a beach cleaning campaign as a part of an awareness initiative highlighting the individual's vital role and responsibility in preserving public facilities. The campaign kicked off at the Green Island Beach with the Kuwait municipality and volunteers taking the lead. The aim of this initiative is to stress the importance of community involvement and raising awareness about the role each person plays in taking care of public places.
The aim of the campaign is not cleaning as such, but raising awareness on types of trash, solid trash that is left. We're raising awareness on we should come to the beach, and when we see it clean, we have to leave it clean as it was. It's not. It's a campaign for one day, but it's not a one day as such. It is something that is ongoing process. Maintaining the health and the cleanness of the beach is part of maintaining the general public health.
Keeping our beaches clean is not just a duty for the government, but also for every individual in society. Beach cleaning campaigns are a way to bring people together to work for a common cause. They help promote the idea of shared responsibility and emphasize the significance of preserving our natural treasures, like beautiful beaches. The Green Island Beach was chosen as the location for this cleanup because it's a popular spot for residents and visitors alike. Ensuring that such a well-loved area remains clean is a priority.
We look forward to more of the campaigns to spread the knowledge about types of solid waste and how can we make use of the solid waste and how we maintain our beach clean.
Volunteers played a significant role in this campaign. Their dedication and enthusiasm set an example for the entire community. They came together regardless of their backgrounds to contribute to the cleanliness and the beauty of the Green Island Beach.
Thank you so much for all the volunteers that joined us from a Shia group, and we look forward to more of the cleanliness interventions of the general public.
In summary, the municipality of Kuwait's beach cleaning campaign is part of a broader effort to remind individuals about their role in preserving public places. The Green Island Beach cleanup was a collective endeavor, highlighting the importance of community cooperation and the significance of maintaining our cherished natural spots. It shows that when people work together, we can achieve a cleaner and more beautiful environment for all to enjoy.
Welcome back, dear viewers. Our second topic, where we'll be talking about the municipality of Kuwait recently have organized a campaign to clean the beaches. They wanted to raise the awareness about how important it's for the individuals to help and take care of the public places. What do you think about that, Abdul Latif?
I think it's one of the most important topics in regards of the beaches, in regards of trying to make and to associate and helping our country to be cleaner,
Yeah.
especially on the beach sides, on the seafronts. It's actually really important because in one of the most richest places that we have here in Kuwait that we love in the history and also in the future during the present is actually the beaches and the sea.
Yes.
We love it. Every family, they have like a boat or they love to go to the beaches or to go diving. So with this initiative, I think it's really remarkable and lovely by the municipality of Kuwait to initiate this
Yeah.
kind of initiative to clean up the beaches. It's really important. We actually seen it every winter,
Yeah.
every year, starting from November or like the middle of October until like at the end of April. They were starting to do that, which is something lovely.
And especially that campaign has began at the Green Island beach, and it has joint effort involving the Kuwait municipality and such a volunteers. And I think in this kind of volunteering, let's say we have mentioned a lot about volunteering. I think when we're talking about volunteering, it's more about passion and helping others and educating yourself at the same time.
Educating yourself and also educating others and
Yes.
trying to raise the awareness about that. Because unfortunately, I went to the beach, I'm not gonna lie, I went to the beach like 3 days ago. I was trying to enjoy the vibes, the weather started to get colder. So in the noon, it's actually during these days, it's the perfect time to go to have some tan. Or like to go to swim
Yes.
on the sea. So unfortunately, everything under you, under the sea, while you are swimming, you will see that it's all been waste. It's all waste, unfortunately. It's all like something that you are actually ashamed to acknowledge that, to admit that, unfortunately, we have it here. Too many beaches. So with these initiatives, I think it's remarkable to have
Yeah.
it, to see this kind of initiative, because they are one of the volunteer groups that I worked with personally. I was doing a report with one of the programs and shows at Kuwait TV2. So what we did is we did the work, we did the report, we took a couple interviews, we asked them why they do it, because they said we don't get paid, but we would love to do it to raise the awareness.
Yeah.
Because this waste actually killing the bio living under the seas. So we try to save them from a disaster before the disaster even grows more and more.
Yeah.
So when they finished, I start working with them. It was a little bit tiring, but it is rewarding and it is really worth it.
Yeah. And especially when we're talking, Abdulatif, about society and these kind of campaigns, let's talk more about awareness. Like if you're going into any public place, whether it was onto the beach, to the desert, or any public place, that kind of public place, you don't own it. There's other people gonna come around, they wanna enjoy the moment, they wanna entertain themselves, kids, families, and so on. So let's take more responsibilities of taking care of the place itself. The moment you're sitting, enjoying your time, before you leave, remove your things, throw them in the garbage, make it clean.
It's easy actually.
Yes.
While they are having some fun, having some picnic on the beach, they actually, you can have like your own takeaway garbage. Like if you have a bag full of food, after you finish from the food, you still have the bag. Don't throw the bag, put the food on it. It won't be tiring.
True.
Okay, and of course, as soon as everyone knows, and it was like an personal experience, sometimes like strong air will throw some of the waste. Well, try to put it under something heavy so it won't go far away. These beach cleaning initiatives is actually something tremendous that been happening.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have like only a volunteer group. We have actually many volunteer groups. One of the most remarkable group is actually the trash tag group. They are remarkable. They've been doing a remarkable work on many of the beaches, like Doha Beach, Salmiya, at many of the area.
Yes.
If you can go, you will see it. And if you could go to the beach and you see like everything's clean,
True.
it will be more
Peaceful.
more
And
peaceful.
a clean environment.
Yes, like you will have more and more fun, because sometimes when you go, it's actually disturbing to the eye.
Yeah,
it is
true.
disturbing to the eye when you see it and you see like some waste all around you. Well, and it's a little bit, you cannot take it.
Yeah.
So please, for everyone who's watching, if you want to go to the beach, not only at the beach, like any place, if you have some waste, don't throw it at the unwanted places. Like there
Yeah.
are specific places, and thankfully, to the Kuwait municipality, we have garbage barrels that have been spreading everywhere.
Yeah.
Like everywhere. So you have, everywhere you go, there are some garbage barrel near you. So what you do, just throw it on it, and thank God you will be contributing with
Yes. And especially not only beaches, Abdul Latif, also let's mention about deserts, since winter is coming up. So I think most of the people, they would campaign through
yes.
deserts, and different, let's say each one of us might go to a different desert, and especially it's a big desert. So you might go far away, you might go near away, but some people might, let's say, use the place itself by not taking care of it, since it's a desert, nobody would see it,
Yeah,
nobody
no one
would
cares.
know. Exactly. But always pretend this kind of area, even if it's a desert and it has nothing, it's just sand, it's the environment. So
Yeah.
let's take care more of it, and let's talk more about these kind of campaigns where it brings people together for a common cause.
True.
And let them interact and be more responsible of volunteering and taking care of the environment itself.
Yes, yes, you actually can have more friends.
Yes.
In what you're talking is actually really wonderful. You brought something. It's social communication. It's
Yeah.
actually social initiative. I mean, the main goal of that is to clean the environment on the area that they are actually doing. But it's not only that the goal.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some social initiative. The remarkable thing is, when I went to some of the initiatives, making a report, well, actually, I did many reports with clean initiatives, and also greening initiative, trying to plant a tree.
Yeah.
Thank God, thanks to Allah, that we have many of volunteer groups, many
Yeah.
initiatives, governmental and also special and private entities that have been doing this initiative, planting trees, fighting desertation, try to improve the environment, cleaning initiative. So what they do is they have their lunch with them, and
Yeah.
all of it recycled material. They eat the breakfast, they go from 8 a.m., they will stay there until lunchtime, 5 to 6 hours in winter, and they will doing the initiative. After they finish, like they did 100% cleaning. They
Yeah.
actually search under the rocks at the beach, search under the rocks if there's something been stuck, something like they need to take it. And when they finish, they eat lunch, they throw everything they had. Some of it need recycling, so they take it to the main entities to recycle the trash. So after that, they go to their houses and they plan to do it again for the next Friday. And by the way, they do it every Saturday or
Yeah,
Friday,
during the weekend.
which is something remarkable. I mean, it's social initiatives. It's something wonderful that we
Yeah.
love. That, thank God that we have it, and of course, I hope that we always have it, and more groups to come out in the future, because it's really something tremendous that have been happening here in Kuwait.
Yeah, and especially when we have, as you have mentioned, speaking of volunteering, I think,
Yes.
as we have mentioned before, volunteering would help you into different things, whether education, whether responsibility, whether, let's say, having some responsibility of knowing and learning what other people that are doing this is their real job, what they're doing. So at least we would feel that they are getting tired, working hard, cleaning around. We would have this kind of effective way that
Yes.
we shouldn't do that in the public places.
Yes, but there's something that they are doing. Many of the volunteer groups, they have actually the material to grab the waste. Okay, while you're standing, you don't need to lay down. You don't need to lay your back all over to the ground so you can grab the things. No, they actually have tools, like a grabber. They can grab it, put it on the bag. Even though, like, okay, Abdulatif, that's a good thing. That's actually more hygiene. They don't need to have some dirt and to have some harmful bacteria on their hands. No, they also wear gloves.
Yeah.
Okay, a fabric gloves that won't be destroyed with the water sometimes, or with the rocks. So, and Not only that, they're actually doing a remarkable thing with their families. I mean, I've seen fathers and mothers bringing their kids,
Yeah,
because they do it on the weekend,
true.
on the morning.
Yeah.
So the kids love it. The kids. I've seen an experiment that's been done right in front of my eyes. The kids were so excited. Okay, they took the bags. They were the gloves. They were everything. They were the helmets in case they fell down, because there were rocks. So they were so happy, Sarah.
Yeah.
They go and they were cleaning, and after that they get awards by
Yeah.
that. They get like treats, which is something remarkable, teaching their kids.
True.
Because I said this because you mentioned an experiment, you mentioned of an educational way.
Yeah.
Because try to take your family, try to take your kids. Starting from November, all of the volunteer groups, they will be doing some cleanup to the beaches, cleanup to the deserts. And people needs to know that if you do some catastrophes on the desert, I mean, these waste and trash, where do they go?
Yeah.
Either to the sea, which will
Yes.
be harmful to the eyes, harmful to the fishes, which
Yes.
we eat.
Yeah.
Or they will go to the city and it will be harmful to us.
We're
So,
affecting the environment at the end. And
Yeah.
this kind of campaign, it underscores the idea by working together and creating a cleaner and more beautiful environment for everyone to enjoy. And it's all about fostering the sense of shared responsibility, as we have mentioned, Abdulatif.
Yes. Actually, you said something remarkable, because what you said is actually true. And one of them mentioning remarkable works, and it is that what they are doing in the Green Island. I mean, the Green Island is soon going to be one of the first, or like among the first destinations as a beach wise to go to, especially on the winter. They have remarkable events.
True.
Remarkable
All-
events.
Everyone and all of us have some memories that's in the Green Island.
Exactly.
Yes.
Of course, as a kid, right,
Yeah,
Sarah?
true.
You had like many
Yeah.
memories there, because it is something remarkable. So, in conclusion, to wrap everything up in regards of the second topic for today, is the Kuwait municipality did a remarkable work, cleaning initiative to the Green Island.
Yeah.
Of course, something remarkable. And with that, we'll be ended our second topic for today, and we will go to the third topic, but after this report, so stay tuned, our dear viewers.
The National Guard Officers Club organized an event to highlight the achievements of individuals with disabilities in sports. The main purpose of this event was to showcase their important role in society, with a particular focus on their accomplishments in the world of sports. This event aimed to shed light on the active contribution of people with disabilities within our communities. It highlighted their significant role in the remarkable sports achievements they have attained. It's all about recognizing their talents and the positive impact they bring to the world of sports. Inclusion and diversity are fundamental principles in sports. Every person, regardless of their abilities, should have the opportunity to showcase their skills and passions. This event emphasized that people with disabilities are valuable members of our society and the sports community. The achievements of these individuals are a testament to their dedication and talent. They have worked hard to excel in various sports, breaking barriers and inspiring others with their determination. This event was not just about recognizing their accomplishments, but also about celebrating their spirit. It was a chance for everyone to come together and appreciate the unique abilities and strengths that individuals with disabilities bring to the world of sports. In conclusion, the event organized by the National Guard Officers Club was a wonderful initiative to highlight the achievements of people with disabilities in sports. It served as a reminder that everyone, regardless of their abilities, should be given the chance to participate in sports and showcase their talents. This inclusive approach benefits both the individuals and the sports community as a whole. It's a great example of how diversity and inclusion can make sports even more enriching and inspiring.
Welcome back, dear viewers. Our third topic for today will be talking about the National Guard Officers Club has hosted a special event to put the spotlight on the incredible achievements of individuals, disabilities in this world, especially when we're talking about sports. What do you
Yes,
think?
in the world of sports, it is special events when you describe it as a special event. I mean, it is. We have events. We have special events. When we talk about special events, we want to talk about special people dear to our heart. And of course, the people with disabilities. Every family, every few families, they have a member of their families on them suffering with disabilities.
Yeah.
And of course, as a work with that, it is something remarkable to have as initiative to highlight their achievements, because as yearly and as with seasons go, in winter they have winter sports. They have they have multiple championships, competitions, games. So it is something remarkable to highlight on their events.
And especially when we're talking about these kind of events, it's a primary purpose to underline, let's say, their initial roles, especially when we're talking about disabilities. I think it's more important to talk about the society, to talk more about, to let them know they are one of our community and society. There's no difference between us, and it's an honor, and we would have a pleasure to, let's say, make them feel happy for what they're doing.
They're always
and
happy.
What they're achieving.
Yes, and alhamdulillah, they're always happy because they're always been treating like a normal person, but in a special way. Like you will never see, especially here in Kuwait, alhamdulillah, and also the Gulf countries. I mean, I lived in Saudi Arabia like almost for years. And also here I lived like almost my whole life. So we talk about the special treat with them. It becomes something remarkable. But in regards of the topic which we have for today, which is highlighting their achievements in the field of sports, they have a Special Olympic. In 2017, a group of people, like a humanitarian group, they called me, they said, Abdul Latif, you know, my hobby is ice skating. Okay, and I played ice hockey for like almost 17 years. So they called me, they said, Abdul Latif, we want you to train our people with disabilities to go to participate with the Special Olympic.
Okay.
I said, okay, who do you have with you? They said, we have like 3 Kuwaitis, 4 Saudis, 3 Emiratis, and we want to train them, and we want to have this work. And of course, we're going to pay you for every day. I said, no, okay. I'm not going to get paid because there's actually a work that I need to do.
You're volunteering basically for the thing you want to do, and you're having passion.
It's not something. It's not something I want to do. It's something actually I have to do before I want it, because I was the qualified person. And I know that I can deal with that. So I trained them like for almost the whole summer, and winter they went away to Prague, to Austria. It was something remarkable. Of course, we scored many gold medals. We scored like the 666 meters, the 444 meters, to the 333 meters, and the 222 meters.
Wow.
All of it gold medals. They've been awarded by multiple guys that I've been training. So it was one of the most achievements that we had. And I'm so proud of it. So I was proud of the topic. I was so excited of it. Because they have achievements. They are capable to do super things, if you know.
And especially when we're talking about their achievements, it should be an honor for us to support them while what they're doing, whether it was in sports and others. And especially in this event, the core of the objective is to eliminate the active contributions of the people with the disabilities to make in our community. Let's talk more about that.
Exactly. And every year they do it actually. The social affairs, the Kuwait social affairs, many of the Kuwait societies, the co-op societies, they have actually this kind of work to raise the awareness about that there are some competitions, that there are some work that we are doing for the people with disabilities, and they are doing actually really fine with it. They are happy. We're also happy with it.
To be honest, I have interviewed some of the disabilities in one of the shows. It was such an amazing success and achievement that they're achieving, and you would see how happy and how they are proud of themselves by having this kind
Yes.
of passion. Yeah.
Yeah, it is remarkable when you see it. You were a host of that show.
Yeah, we interviewed a couple of
Remarkable.
disabilities people. Yeah.
How was the experience when you tried to communicate? When you communicated, when you saw how happy they are with the award, like they made it, like it's the award of life.
Yes, they would show you and let you know the meaning of life. That no matter what and which situation you are in, you can do whatever you want if you had that power and that passion
Yes.
in what you love.
And the good thing with sports is actually, it's inclusion of diversity. I mean, no matter if there was like how much of a diversity in our communities, if there are like different roles in the
Yeah.
communities, in sports there will be none of it.
True.
I mean, everyone will be the same. I mean, as we've seen at the start of any types of sport, you will see like normal people, like couples, singles, people with disabilities, people who like been suffering with kind of diseases.
Yeah.
You don't know about that. Even when you play, we don't know about that because
Sure.
everyone knows the rules. Everyone wants to be together. So especially with these kind of sports like football, bring out like tens of people together as a team,
Yeah.
trying to play against another team. So it is lovely to see it.
And especially when we're talking, Abdulatif, about this event, it strongly reinforced the idea that individuals with the disabilities are valuable members, as we have mentioned, in this society. And let's talk more about the sport community. And even I remember one of the interviews that we have interviewed, I felt like they had the more power than we do.
Yes.
They are able to do things more than us, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have actually more stamina and endurance. I mean, they can get tired, which is alhamdulillah. But having these types of events by the municipality of Kuwait is actually something remarkable. All the thanks to them, to their hard work, because
Yeah.
it is something wonderful.
Yeah, and I think we should always support them and
No matter what.
Yes, true, and always be there with them, because no matter what, any kind of a human being on this earth, let's
Exactly.
say, need this kind of support, no matter what, in order to achieve and to have that power.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So in conclusion, at the end of this part, we actually wanted to thank to all the governmental initiative in regard of this wonderful initiative that they are doing. I mean, we've seen the Kuwait fire station doing Be Safe with Timmy.
Yeah.
As the first topic that we talked about today, a firefighting show for the kids to raise the awareness about them, to have more awareness
Yeah.
about what they should do in a fire accident.
Yes, and also to add to that, we have mentioned and talked about how to make the beaches a more cleaner place, especially when we're talking about the Green Island Cleaning Initiative.
Yes, which is something remarkable. And of course, people with disabilities got these achievements,
Yes.
been highlighted by the Kuwait National Guard Officers Club. They did a remarkable work to the people with disabilities. They did cheer them up. They
Yeah.
did spotlight on their achievements, which is actually something remarkable. And with that, we ended our episode. So
Yeah.
for your viewers, thank you for joining us on this episode. We hope that these topics that we had for today cheered you up, and of course encourage you to do more volunteer work, more of something to do to the community and to our country. And of course, with the next days, we have more and more topics that we're going to talk about. But for now, we will see you for tomorrow, and goodbye.
Goodbye.